If it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the Colts coming off a tough year, just 4 wins in 2022. You think that they can compete this year in the AFC South?
I do, because I think it's a wide-open division, brand new head coach, brand new way of doing things, likely a brand new quarterback, and a defense that I think is a little bit on the underrated side. So yes, absolutely, I think they can compete in their division.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl, went 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
They'll run with the former Bill, Zach Moss. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Moss again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was just 3rd down and short, but he'd been off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Finds his big tight end, Morale Cox. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, You're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll start out here with the option left. Nifty move. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, how you managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Richardson. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Stafford now to throw. Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. Evans running behind center. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. Evans running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. 7-0 ball game. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down, here's a run by Moss. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. We'll flip this out to Evans. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Into the hands of Skoranek. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment to what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Evans. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Let's control the trenches.
On first down, Richardson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Second down, here's Richardson. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 52 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you could toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 15-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing is Stafford to Jefferson on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Play action. Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson from 10 yards out. And the Rams get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Colts coming out now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Okay, break.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
This one finds Pierce on the out route. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Richardson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Richardson to the air on first down. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 4. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Richardson.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A big play looming on third down. Now Richardson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll run on first down with Evans. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll go right back to Evans. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And it's third down.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So the LA Rams were the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,